Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing issue 29 and 30 of our Optimus Prime build. There's quite a bit to do. There's not a lot on one issue but quite a bit on another. So the two bags that we've got issue 29 here and issue 30. It doesn't look like a lot, but there is quite a bit to do. We do need our two pelvis sections just here. We do need both of them. So let's get going. Okay, so here's the part that we need. I've foregoed the magazine for now. Let us know in the comments if you want me to continue to go through the magazines or whether you're not too fast or whatever. I do like listening and I will listen as well. So if more of you like me to go through the magazines. I just find it's a little bit easier to get stuck in. Now there isn't actually a lot to do on this. Maybe I should have kept magazines in. On this issue, which is 29, not a lot. As you can see, we've got the I think this must be his back section, or it could be his front section. We don't know yet. And then we've got these little the little sections just here. So what we need to do is we need to put our sections in here so they just get pushed in, like so, just like that. So they look like this. They come in together like a little half moon. So once again I'll show you on this one. So as you can see, there's like a half circle, and then you've got a half circle on the back of this one, and they literally just push in as well. So there's no yeah, it's sort of, there we go. It's a little bit tough to push in, but it does go. So it should look a little bit like this. Like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab these two balls here. So we've got two of these. They're die cast. These are. We've got some DM screws, and we're going to screw these onto our pelvis section just here. So we've got this one first, and this one. So what we are looking for is this hole just here. So once again, it's sort of like a half circle, so there's no way of getting it sort of muddled up, if you'd like. So they go in just like that. Obviously you've got one this side. Like that. And then there's going to be one this side, which is going to be just here on this side, so the opposite sort of side, just like that. Once again, it's like a half circle, so it just goes in like that. Trying to hold everything. There we go. Like that. So at the end of this issue, that is what we've done. So there's not a lot to do in issue 29 once again, but yeah, we've put the two little ball joints and we've connected those bits. That is it for this issue. That's probably another reason why I've started to double up on a lot of these issues. Anyway, we're going to do issue 30 next, so let's grab those plates. These are the parts that we got. I'm going to open up the bag and get the parts out. Okay, so all the parts here for issue 30 are just here. There doesn't look like to be a lot, but there's a few bits to go on to Optimus. So we've got these two sections just here. So we've got this one and this one. These two parts just here. and they're quite interesting to say the least. So we do need these parts here as well. Okay, so this part here will have a little guide pin. There's one with no guide pin, which is just here, and I'll explain everything in just a second when I've worked it out myself. So there's one with a sort of a bigger slot and one with a smaller little pin. So the smaller little pin. Okay, so on these parts are going to be fitted. I'm just going to push these together. So these parts here will be fitted in these two here. So you've got one with a big, like, well, it's not even attached to anything, it's just like a big gap, and then one with a hole. So the one with the hole has that little square. So that's where we're going to put the little section just there. So it's going to sit just on there. And we're going to use an MP screw to secure that in. So we've got to somehow sort of get this MP screw into that little gap just there. So let me set up here. Do I have a bigger one that can okay, I might be able to use this one. A little bit more meat here. Okay, so this one goes here. It's going to be one of them very fiddly job ones. We do get them. Just want to make sure that the screw there we go. I've got so many screwdrivers lying around, it's trying to find the right one that fits it. Okay. No, that's not. I'm trying to secure that just like that. And things drop out. Okay, as you can see, that is, as you saw, incredibly fiddly to get in. It does go in. in the end. Okay, so the next one we've got to do is we've already got to screw it in here. So we're just going to screw it in like that. And it slides in. We need to screw this right up as much as we can. And then, as you see, need to really screw it up. So it sits just like that, as you can see, and then it screws in, sits in just like that. If you know what it could do with going right up, there we go, and then that sits in just like that. So it just sort of slides in like that. That one was easier than that one, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to move away from them for now. So we're going to grab these sections just here. Okay, so once again, these are just gonna, we've got some different ones. So we've got two the same there and two bigger ones just there. So the smaller ones are going to fit just here, and these ones just like, right, I've got to make sure it's the right. Yeah, so just like that, and we'll do this one as well. So the two smaller ones go on just like that, and then we've got the larger ones here, and they are going to sit like that. So they should look sort of like that, just there. And then we're going to grab this section here that we've done previously, and we're just looking, and this is going to sit like that, and this one into these two holes here. So as you can see, they only go in one way, one's higher up than the other, so there's no way of sort of meddling it or muddling it up as it was. So that sits like that. Next we are going to grab these pieces that we did, and once again you can see they are sort of half circles, so they just sit in just like that. So you can see that there is a half circle there, and there's a half circle on that one. So once again there's no way of sort of mixing it up, so to speak. So that is how those bits should look. Now this will just come in and out because it's not fairly secured in yet until we put all this together. So just be mindful of that when it comes to sort of storing it. If you're on this side, this section. But that is where we're at the end of issue 30. So at the end of issue 30, we should have all these parts here. We've made these parts, and then we've put little bits on there. But like I said, there's not enough to sustain a larger video. As in terms of the magazines, let us know in the comments what you want, and I will adhere to doing that. But that is it for issue 30 and issue 29. As always, thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you at the next video. Take it easy.